All right. This will be a good match. This will be a good match. Scott's a solid player. So's Chris. He's a warrior. A lot of guys. Good D. He's going to kick it. Tough try. Tough attempt. Wonder if this match earns 100, second place $50. He really came back, didn't he, Tammy? Oh, break it. Nope. Blues back in the house. Cheers. Yeah, they're started, and yeah, Scott did as usual, almost run down to the 8 ball, and Chris is coming back. Hey, you want to interview Greg for his match? I'll sit up and you talk to Greg about his match and the league. You want to do that? I'll stand up, take a little break, and you talk to him. Huh?
You gotta raise this up.
Here, you can interview your match. Live. Here we go. And Chris Hill comes out, wins the first round.
You can do the after game talk.
All right, I don't want to drop anything on the electronics. We're good. Thank you.
All right, we're back in the booth here, and I got Greg Davison in here. Discuss a little bit about his match and how he felt about it. Can you hear me, Greg?
Yeah. So it was a good match. I started playing pretty well, thinking everything through, and Chris played very, very well.
He did.
Played some pretty good safes, and
That was a good break.
yeah, it was a good break. Very nice.
Like we was talking about his bar before we got drinks. Everything, like when I was playing you and I had you down pretty much 4-0 and you battled back to beat me and everything, that was phenomenal. Like I said, I was proud of you for doing that.
You had me down 4-1. Remember, I won the first game.
4-1. I wouldn't even,
But it was lights out.
I made it look even better than saying
Exactly.
4-0 to come back from 4-0. So you should have left it at that.
Well, I thought it was lights out, to be honest with you. So, but I mean, I try not to think too much about the position where you are. I play every game, not the last game. It's like this is the first one. I'm trying to win every one of them. So,
Yeah, you're playing good.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I missed a few safes, I guess, that I was trying to kind of cost me, but he made shots. Chris made shots when he needed to make
Chris,
shots.
It's not a slacker. He makes balls when he needs to make the balls and everything. He was struggling when he first started off and everything. That's why you jumped up when you did. And I guess he throttled back and everything.
Yep.
It may have been liquid courage or everything, pool fuel as we call it.
Yeah, there you go.
Get him back into his game. But he ended up coming back and everything. So unfortunately, he ended up beating you on the hill.
He did, yeah. But he played well. I mean, he was down 4-2. He didn't give up. So got to give him credit,
Scott plays very well also.
Yeah, well, I was watching him earlier. I mean, the guy's solid.
Yeah, he plays well, plays smart.
Yeah.
First time I met the guy, didn't know anything about him. He asked me to play a Scotch doubles tournament with him. I said, sure, I'll give it a shot.
That's
Didn't even know it. And we was in the finals, me and him.
Doesn't surprise me because I know
We was in
both
the
of you. It's the first time I've ever seen him shoot, but he is solid. He's straight. He
And
he controls his cue ball.
Think about when we were playing that tournament or thing. He had maybe a sliver of tip left on his cue. I kept hearing tink, tink, tink. I was like, what is going on
Is
here?
it hitting the ferrule?
And I kept looking at it. I was like, you don't have no tip left. But he was still making balls.
No kidding. he probably started out in the bars because honestly, none of those have tips on them, you know. So.
He was still making balls, leaving me in good shape and everything. And we got out. And of course, we ended up coming in second place. The team that beat us had a double dip us. Everything, but I was very pleased with that. For me not knowing how he shoots, he don't know how I shoot and everything.
Yep.
He asked me to play, and we played and came in second place in the Scotch Double tournament.
Yeah. Well, you guys are both fantastic pool players. So you think
thank
everything
you.
through. You don't take anything for granted,
Appreciate that.
and you're thinking 3, 4, 5 balls ahead instead of, like the average guy. So.
I'm trying to think within that parameter where you need to be at to make your shot and everything. Of course, if you get out of line, where am I going to leave this cue ball at? Where's it going to end up at? Do I leave this opponent a shot or I'm going to play safe?
Yep, safe.
To make it more difficult on it.
Saves the
Let's see if Chris plays safe here. Or is he going to go for it?
He's
He's
going
got
to go.
a little
No,
problem.
he's
I'll
playing
say.
safe. Yeah.
I was like, he's got problems over on the rail over. I think it's the 10 and the 10, 11, or
He just
10
lined,
15.
he just lined the 5-6 up there.
He might have wired it. He might have wired it.
Anyways, we'll find
Pretty
out.
sure Scott's going to fire at it.
Yeah.
Yep.
He did. He might hook himself.
He turned his cue ball there.
A little firm, yeah.
Might hurt him there.
That's all right. He's calling it back,
So
kicking
he comes down.
kicking
He'll
it
have
back.
a little double shot on the 8 ball. Let's see, banks cross side.
Yep. There it is.
He got it.
Oh, he hit it. Sorry, it looked pretty good. A little too much English on that one.
Well, let's see how he plays this out here.
Yeah, so, the only thing I see is,
I kind of like the 9 ball, what he's looking at here, and try to throw the combo.
yeah, and Chris is, he's got a little bit of issues there, but he's okay. He should be
He should be
all
able to throw that combo.
right. Yep, absolutely. He didn't hit. Oh, he did it. He did.
Talk about pocket speed.
Yes. So I'm going to guess he's going to,
Oh, what happened there?
I don't know.
Guess he didn't call that. I guess maybe he called safe, maybe?
Oh, he probably did. You're right. To leave him nothing. Yeah.
Scott's going to try to bank this ball back under him.
Scott is solid. I mean, he's a, there he goes. Oh, he hit the rail first. If that goes, these are not Pro Cup pockets.
Yeah.
That's
So
pretty
it's
good.
like extreme Pro Cup boxing thing, and watch where Hayden posted, where the Junior Open where he was playing everything. The pockets were brutal. Everything. 2 balls wouldn't even fit in the pockets.
No kidding.
I mean, it was just brutal.
These 9-footers are, you can barely get them into, you can get almost to the points. I mean, it'll teach you to.
It's a tester. It's definitely a tester.
It is, and it kind of teaches you to, you don't, and plus these tables are so nice that you don't have to worry about hitting something through.
Yeah.
You can hit a good stroke on it, just a good solid stroke, and you can get where you need the cue ball where you need it. It's it's a lot different. So he made it. Yeah,
hit that ball good.
I guess he's going to bank the 10, or is he going to come back around?
I
He's
would
going to come back around.
down and come back up.
Yep, he is.
It's
Yeah,
almost like a natural angle there.
Yep.
To feed back into the ball.
absolutely.
It feeds naturally into it.
Yep. I got to tell you, Scott's solid though. I was watching him earlier. He was making stuff. He was making balls. Everything he looked at, basically.
Yep, that was a good shot, Chris.
And he got screwed a couple times. There was a chalk on the table or something like that. But yeah, it was good. That was a good position right there. What the hell is that? What's going on, man?
Got some hecklers.
We do, don't we? Oh, there you go. That's going to cost him because I know Scott.
Yeah, he pulled that ball trying to pull shape. Tried to
All you
force
do
it
is
in.
stop it. I mean, you just hit a stun and boom.
Yeah.
Even if you're just a little to the right, you're fine.
You just play your natural angle, just nice and smooth through your stroke.
Absolutely.
At least natural angle of the 8 ball.
You're
Try to
absolutely-
force through it, which we all do it.
Yep.
I think we're all guilty of it.
Yep.
So now Scott's got the natural angle there for the 5 ball.
He didn't hit it too hard. He's
Didn't hit
fine.
it hard, nice and smooth. He's
Yep.
got a natural feed in line with the 8 ball.
Yes, sir. This for one apiece, I guess. or-
Yes.
Okay.
No,
Now,
yeah, 1 piece or
I think
1-0.
no, he won. Chris won the first one.
Chris won the first one.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how to correct the score on here.
Okay.
That's TC specialty
I
there.
got you.
This is my first time in the booth, so
Mine as well.
a
So
little bit of a rookie.
yeah, but all you gotta do is talk. And that's what I said to Tommy. I said, you know what? This is perfect for you because you have the gift of gab. You can talk to anybody about anything.
He's got the voice for it and everything.
And he sits back and he waits. He doesn't continue. He doesn't. You know what I mean? He just kind of. I've seen several of his interviews, and couple of the female pros too.
Carolyn Powell did that thing, which she's a phenomenal player and good commentary also.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So, good to see.
Yeah, when he's sitting in the booth and everything, it just natural. Everything just falls in place for him.
Well, the first time I saw it was so I logged on Facebook, watched his first podcast, and all I could say was it was made for you. Because
exactly.
Well, and he knows their, you know what I mean. He just knows them and does his background work, I guess, when it comes to pros and stuff.
Yeah.
So he doesn't just wing it, you know. So
no, he don't. He's got knowledge.
But he knows how to shut up.
Yeah.
You ask it, you say something, you make a comment, so they respond, or you ask a question. And he's just very, very good at it. So.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's definitely got a voice for it and personality.
Yes, he does. Absolutely. So.
It's the same way, like with Tony. When Tony gets in the booth, it's open. Everything's open when Tony Sire gets in the booth.
Yes, he is. And I friended him on Facebook, and I didn't know how open he was. So I didn't know what I was getting. So.
Tony is a very open book. I mean, you never know what you're going to get.
He's a funny guy, though.
Yes, he is.
You talk about a guy that can tell a story. I spent for hours up in Indy, at a tournament up in Indy, and he just talked, and he was telling all kinds of stories and made me laugh. Everybody's guts are
he really don't have a reset button. Really.
He does not.
It just keeps going. You hit that play button. There's not really a pause either. You try to hit pause and keep going.
He also doesn't have a filter, just for the record. So.
Tony definitely does not have a filter.
He's the
that's the difference between
filterless
him,
Tony Sire.
That's the difference between, as far as him, his dad, and his brother.
Oh, is that right?
Jerry's a little bit different, I think. Jolly Jerry, but you got to get him a little bit of liquid courage in there to get him going.
You know,
I think Tony, it don't matter where he's got alcohol in him or liquid courage, really, it don't matter. Tony is Tony.
Yes,
and that's why we all love him.
That's right. He doesn't care if you love him or not.
Yeah.
You're either going to like him or hate him. And I don't think many people hate him. He's just an honest guy. He calls it like he sees it.
Yes,
so.
exactly.
Yeah, very funny.
Definitely a funny guy. I mean, he probably could have went on the road for commentary. I think he probably made it.
He could. I'm not sure Tommy couldn't do it, too, because they
exactly.
both talk a lot.
Both talk a lot, and they got stories. I mean, you got one story going into chapter 1 or everything, and you jump to chapter 1 and jump to chapter 5. I mean, they just feed, and keep on going.
You're absolutely right, man.
I've known probably TC now for like 15-plus years.
Have you?
I mean, phenomenal guy.
You know, I met him in Scottsdale, Arizona. We were at we had a mutual friend that was up in a place called Desert Mountain. Anyway, so they had a pool table. It was New Year's Eve, and we just hit it off.
Go figure, comes up around pool table.
Yeah. So just hit it off very, very well. So Tommy's a great guy. So
yes, he is.
He's the reason I'm back into it. So I played for a while, quit for about 15 years, started in the early 90s.
Said you used to play down the Oliver's lot and play one pocket.
Yeah.
That's what he was saying when we was doing our first commentary on another match for this one.
Yep.
Because we talked about one shot, this is where the one pocket will come up.
Yep.
As far as experience-wise.
Yeah.
We were talking, I said, I respect Greg's game. He plays very well. He said, when you coming back to beat me, you played phenomenal during that match.
I got lucky. You know I got lucky, man.
Well, I mean, it's a pool table. It's a pool table.
It is pool table, so
anything can happen.
I was happy. Don't get me wrong, but I know I got lucky.
You went home loaded that night, didn't you?
No, I really didn't tell anybody, and then all of a sudden Tommy must have told everybody, and I show up at Lee on Thursday, and they're like, "Hey, I heard you had a big win," and I'm like, "Yeah, it was a good one because," and I did tell them. I said, "You got to know something. I didn't know how nice Louis was and how much I kind of had in common with him, and you're probably one of the nicest dudes."
Well, I appreciate that.
That you pull.
I try.
Well, yeah. There aren't a lot of guys that call fouls on themselves, and you do.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah, legitimate. I mean, like I play Napa League.
Yeah.
It's all ball fouls.
Yeah.
I've had many times where I reached over a ball to shoot or thing, and the player did not see it or thing, where it actually caught my band and my watch. They didn't see it or anything, but I felt it myself and thing, and I called them like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "The foul, help the foul." I was like, "Well, I felt it on my watch band."
Yep.
I said, "I'm a player. I'm not going to win that way."
Dude, you're a stand-up dude. So
appreciate that.
So, did you happen to see Scott Frost and was it Hubbard he played the other day? I guess he's a British dude. I don't know, but they called so it's on YouTube now. It just happened.
I heard about the controversy, but I didn't actually see the match. What happened there?
The opponent is sitting behind him.
I would try to watch a little bit of that, but I couldn't actually see the full details of what happened down below.
The guy was behind him, and Scott gets over to shoot the shot and stands back up and tucks his shirt in, and the guy calls a foul, and I'm like, he just assumed it was. Honestly, I just think he assumed it was a foul. But you know what? It is what it is.
Yeah,
so
that's where,
and Scott didn't put up a fight.
And
so.
that's in those situations, I think a ref should have been called over, or the ref that's actually.
Yeah. I don't think the ref saw either. So.
Or the ref actually watching that table should have
yes.
came over and got the right angle to survey that shot and see it.
Absolutely.
Because it's funny because you see that in far as like some of the matchroom events. I mean, I watch a lot of them. I think they'll actually come over and they'll lean down and watch to see if any kind of clothing touches the shots.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah.
And that's really on the refs. And
well, yeah, and maybe you should have called him over. I don't know, but I mean, you never think about it when you're leaning over the table to shoot a ball down the corner with the ball up against the rail under your stomach. You know what I mean? So
you don't think about it, which I'm not sure how the ruling works on everything as far as it does other leagues. I think as far as being a shooter's call. Yeah. But I guess Scott felt he wanted the controversy.
Well, that's right. He didn't argue with
And I
them.
stand up with him on that thing, which I've met him here at Rail Yard when he's coming here to play a match.
Yep.
I think he's a stand-up guy.
Yeah.
I mean, he's super phenomenal, nice guy.
Yeah, I remember him. He, in fact, I think I bought him one year in the Calcutta.
Yeah. Goodbye.
Had it there. Back when they were at
Executive.
Executive West.
Executive?
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah, I used to. When I was an upcoming pool player, wasn't as good as I am now. I used to go down there.
I've seen you get better. You're
thank you.
Freaking
and I'd go down there. I'd take a week vacation that week just to go down there to watch the pros play.
Isn't it neat? You learn things.
And that's the first time I met Shane, South Dakota kid. I was like, who's this South Dakota kid? I don't know who this is. And they had one kid also, they called him Kid Dracula, but I can't remember who he was, but he was from Kansas and everything, but a phenomenal player. That's back in the day when you took money and put it on top of the lights and everything.
Absolutely.
So
Let me tell you what, I've seen so when they were at Executive West, I've seen thousands of dollars set up on. So what got me interested in, I didn't even know the tournament was played in Louisville, to be honest with you, and I used to play pool a lot. Read an article in the old Billiards Digest or Pool and Billiard, I can't remember what it was, and went over to watch it one time in that green room. I swear to you, they were taking thousands of dollars and putting it up.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, and the article I actually read was talking about the real action was in the green room. They said literally there was $250,000, and it took 7 or 8 days to finish the match, and it was they made more money. I made so funny story. I made the mistake of picking up Cliff Joyner, who was playing phenomenally. Bought him. He didn't come over to ask for half, and I'm like, that's a bad sign. So he's going to the green room to make real money, you know. So, anyways, he was a hell of a pool player. So he's still around.
So I've done that before as far as APA side of everything up in Indianapolis and everything. I knew a guy that was a 7, a real good 7. Adam Dahmer. He played in 7s back up there. Then I ended up only buying him for $40.
Nice. Did he do well?
Came in second place.
Oh, nice.
And did not,
that's a good payday, isn't it?
And did not buy half himself back. And I asked him, I said, "You want half yourself back?" Because me and Matt Clifton kept going back and forth on him.
Yeah.
Everything. So I got him dirt cheap.
That's awesome.
Dirt cheap. Yeah. He's played in the U.S. Amateur and thing. I'm not sure if he's actually playing anymore. I haven't seen him in a long time. But he made me a substantial amount of money.
I can imagine.
But even though he didn't buy half himself back and everything, I went ahead and made it worth his while also. I went ahead and gave him money out of that cut.
You're good. You're good, man.
Because he made me money and everything, so I threw him $400.
Yeah, that's very nice.
He goes, no, this is your money. I mean, he told me, no, this is your money. It's
that's
like,
cool.
no, I said, you won me money.
It's like sitting at a craps table.
I said, so here, I mean.
It's like sitting at you're a good man. Let me tell you what. It's like sitting at a craps table. Somebody's rolling their hot, and all of a sudden you're making a ton of money, and you throw them $300-400, you know, because you made $2,000, $4,000, whatever it was. So, ooh, that's not good.
Got a little aggressive there, trying to break out.
And honestly, he was. Honestly, I haven't seen him do that. So, he's been solid. He's just he got a good smooth stroke like you, and pockets balls and doesn't do a whole lot. Here, what's nice about the tables down here? You don't have to do a lot.
Check out my fluent stroke and everything, because I try to mimic a lot of the pros and see what they do as far as the stroke. A lot of players ask me, it's like, how'd you get as good as you are? Do you take lessons or anything? It's like, no, I don't take lessons. I watch YouTube. Like, oh, you watch instructional videos. It's like, no, I don't watch instructional videos at all. I just watch what the pros do and how they move the cue ball around the table and try to mimic that if the shot comes up and everything, and try to get too aggressive if I don't have to.
Right. I gotcha.
And that's helped my game out.
Oh, heck yeah.
Strategically. Especially playing players like Justin Grobel or Tony Young.
Yeah. Justin smoked me one night. I think I was more in awe instead of, just trying to fuck. Credit to him, though. He played very, very well. So
Justin's a phenomenal player and humble.
He is.
Very humble.
Yeah, very good guy. So We have some good pool players down here.
Yes,
you know?
we do.
We
Yes,
really do. I've actually heard the guys in Indy aren't real fond of us. I think we're underrated. So it's like, whatever.
Well, it used to be that way, I mean, a long time ago, because we was the only place around that had diamond tables. A lot of them out there, they played on valleys. Every time we took teams up
exactly.
there, we dominated. Because they didn't have the valley tables, they didn't have the equipment.
Yep.
But now, it's almost, the playing field almost leveled now.
Yeah.
Because a lot of establishments now all have diamonds up there.
Yep.
John Wayne's, somebody could call out to John Wayne's, is a phenomenal establishment.
Yep.
Phenomenal place up there.
Yeah.
And they got some phenomenal players up there. I mean, Fred Babcock, he's one of them.
Yep.
I mean, phenomenal player.
Yeah. You know, I used to actually do business with George Breedlove. I don't know if you know George Breedlove or not.
George Breedlove.
He was or is married to Jeanette.
X.
Okay, I didn't know.
I think they are done. I'm not sure how that is.
I got you. George is a great guy, though.
Yeah.
George was and talented, too. So
Yes.
I met him at
Good
a pool tournament,
Yeah, good pool player also.
Jack Hines, Gary Spaeth, all those guys were up there. And he was actually probably top 10 9-ball in the world.
Yeah.
He was that good. But he was he just kind of got me more into pool, I guess you'd say.
Yes.
He used to get cues from Bob Mayucci and sell them out of his trunk. So I was buying pool cues, and I actually was stocking the inventory for Oliver's Billiards. Got a glass display thing and sold them out there. It was a good shot. He's actually playing very controlled, isn't he?
I think he's finally settled in now.
Yeah.
So this will make
That's
what, 2-1?
Perfect shot. Yeah, it'll be 2-1 now. Guy's named Greg Second Pull. I just saw that one. Greg Markham. I know that guy. He's an asshole.
Greg is a funny guy.
Greg Markham is funny.
I would try to play around this to update the score, guys, but I'm not sure how to work this technology that they have over here, so I'm not going to chance messing anything up.
So right now we got 2-1 Chris, I guess?
So, yes, the accurate score right now, Chris Hill is up 2-1 against Scott DeChamp.
Absolutely. And Scott,
if I'm pronouncing his last name right.
Yes. I don't know if he's all Frenchy or what, but it is a French name, so Deschamps or Deschamps or whatever. Yeah, he's a good player. So.
Yes. Scott B. Just do it that way.
Yep. We used to go to Indy a lot, too, because George was up there, so I go buy keys from up there and then go play at all these pool halls up there. It was a great time, because at the time, Louisville didn't have a whole lot, you know.
As far as Indy, I know there's John Wayne's, there's Kipps.
Yeah.
Brickyard, I think, is another one. Everything. So they're starting to expand out as far as Indianapolis.
Yep.
Up there.
I know
last time I went to Kipps, I wasn't really too pleased with the atmosphere and the equipment that's playing on.
Bad.
Ended up playing on valley tables and everything. Play with the old cue ball, the mud ball.
Yeah.
Which I ended up bringing a measle ball with me, which I asked my opponent. I said, "Do you care when you use that?" He goes, "No, I'll use that." I was like,
I love that.
The mud balls. I mean, you can't get no action out of them.
Nope.
Try to draw. I was like, it sticks. It sticks. It goes nowhere.
Yeah, come to think of it, everybody back then had gold crowns.
Yeah.
With huge pockets. I mean, it would make anybody look good. I mean, you know.
Yeah, I found out no matter what kind of stroke you put on that cue ball and everything, it was not hardly moving at all.
Yeah.
I was like, I can't do this.
Yeah.
I was like, this is difficult. I said, I have better luck playing rookie. Or playing rook more, which.
Rook, there you go. I've never played rook.
I haven't either, that's why I said that.
There you go.
See which way Chris goes here. I can't tell
I
if
would
he can
think
get the
he
13
has
ball
this.
up off the 8 ball or not. I can't tell if he can get a bad hit on that far as walking the ball up the rail.
He's going down the rail.
He's going down,
yeah.
so he must have breathing room through there without getting a bad hit.
He's got one, but
Can't tell from this angle.
I'm not sure the 10 goes, but yeah, he shot it.
Well, he shot it.
Good shot, man. He
Hit it.
bared it down, did he? Gotta give him credit.
Yeah.
Oh well, good old days.
Yeah, exactly.
I used to play one pocket a lot, and I learned a lot of how to move the cue ball for one, and also not leave anyone a shot in this
I never really got
instance
into
that you
pocket.
lose it. Well, it's boring as hell until a guy named Tony Chohan showed up, and Tony
Tony's been
Chohan,
here.
I got a photo with him. he is my hero.
Tony's been here a couple times.
Yes.
They're like super nice guy.
Yeah,
Like I
great
said,
guy.
He's been here. Of course, it's been Fetters,
Yep.
home turf,
Yep.
everything. Scott's been here also playing. Gomez has been here.
Gomez is good too.
Gomez is phenomenal.
Yes.
John Moore's been here.
Yep.
But I mean,
Some
as far
good
as
ones.
talking to players and everything, just to get to know them a little bit and everything. I mean, phenomenal experience.
Oh yeah.
Because I even asked Gomez when he was in his practice session, getting ready to play John Moore and everything.
Mm-hmm.
I was kind of curious about far his 10-ball break. I said, do I need to cut through my 10-ball break? He goes, no, do not cut break, do not cut break. Pound through the ball, pound through the ball.
Pound through it, huh?
Just pound through the ball. And I started doing that as far as my break and everything. I mean, I changed sides up a little bit and everything. I mean, it's improved my 10-ball break.
That's awesome.
Or it's coming through.
I enjoy 10-ball.
Yeah.
In fact, I just started playing it with you, to be honest with you. That's it's a great game. It's
I mean, it's one more ball, but it's more difficult.
It's more
to make
than
a ball
one more.
break.
It's kind of odd, but it is. It's
It's difficult to make that ball and break.
It sure is. Absolutely. It sure is.
Which I know they have that as far as Monday night chip tournament and everything, as far as the jackpot and everything. They do that as far as 10-ball also, which they do it on the 9-footer on the end down here.
Yeah.
Which the 9-footer on the end down here is a brutal table also as far as tight pockets.
Yeah. I've played. Yeah, I used to come up here and play one pocket with a buddy of mine, Mark Morrison, who used to hang out at Oliver's Billiards. We played golf, and we played golf. You got to make a ball in each pocket, et cetera,
Right.
to get around and play safe and all that kind of stuff. But it'll humble you. I'll put it that way. And so basically, you don't really hit unless you have a pure stroke, which unfortunately I do not.
Yeah.
I have a decent stroke.
I have an inconsistent stroke,
Well,
which I'm trying to improve that.
yeah. Well, that's all you can do. You know. So
Some strokes are great and everything coming through. And everything. I'm trying to be more consistent with my stroke coming through.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Trying to make sure my elbow's where it needs to be at.
Yeah.
My far my mechanics coming through. I mean, it's a learning process still.
So, is it Mark White? Is that the guy that teaches a lot of the female pros? I forgot his name, but he's a great. He's a great instructor, and he was putting on some lessons, and I watched him for hours, giving people lessons.
Well, one thing we have advantage of here also, as far as Christina.
Oh yeah.
She gives lessons here also.
Yep.
And I've heard nothing but phenomenal results and everything as far as people that's got lessons from her. And I sat back and kind of observed her giving lessons and everything. And everybody I've talked to, as far as her lessons, are phenomenal.
Yes.
They've seen their game jump, say, from a 3-speed to 4-speed and everything, as far as overnight and everything, as far as learning the small fundamentals.
Yes.
Well, it takes her not trying to cram balls.
Yep.
Just trying to play everything as natural as possible to get to your next point.
So I need to come up here and see her because she seems like the kind of person I need to get help with, because the first thing I've always heard, the first thing she does for the first half hour, she'll ask you, what are you thinking? What are you trying to do? What do you? And
that's what I've noticed.
You don't. Yeah, she kind of makes you think, and
she
it's
don't
fine.
jump straight in like
right.
throwing balls on
firing
making balls
yeah,
and everything.
Exactly.
She breaks down as far as the first, I guess, what I've seen. I don't know from experience, thing, just surveying and watching thing. The fundamental part of the game first, and just talking about the game first, and then breaking into the game, then stepping into it.
Yep, absolutely. So you got to have the mental. I agree.
Yeah.
You have to have the mental side. One of the things that taught me the most was Robert Byrne used to have a video out back when it was a VHS thing, and he just taught you.
Whoa, VHS. Whoa.
Yeah, VHS. That's back in the '90s. Okay, so there were no CDs or anything. So, but he just kind of, he'd help you out, and when you really think it through, he's going to go 5, 4, 7, and 6, and then the 8. Yeah. What do you think?
Yeah.
Or 5, 6, 4, or 5, 6.
Well, he could play
5, 6.
possibly, depending on the angle here, he could probably play 6 ball inside pocket, stop
Oh,
shot.
could. Yep. Got to go up.
5 and 4. That if he gets right
Does
angle.
the 5
4,
go? I can't tell if the 5 goes or not.
Well, he plays a 6 ball on the side. The 5 ball should go in a corner pocket, play a stop shot, then roll up a little bit depending on the angle he gets.
Yep.
You got your 4 ball on the side, 7 ball draw back down, 8 ball verge corner.
There's nothing blocking.
It should be
So every ball goes in at least 5 pockets. So there you go.
He's going the other way, but he's still fine.
Yep.
Makes it a little more distance.
Probably. Yeah, that's it.
Cue ball's got to travel a little more now.
Yeah, 5, 4,
he's got to travel
7,
a little more
6.
for the cue ball now. But me, if I'm going here, I'm going to 4, 7, 6, 8.
I go. I like that.
If I'm going for the out here, I'm going for the 4, 7, 6, 8.
Absolutely. Yeah.
That's less moving the cue ball, and you don't have to carry it around.
Absolutely, and that's the problem with people these days. They try to do too much to the cue ball. And
which I'm guilty of it also. We all are.
But if you watch the pros, You watch the pros. They don't hit the ball any harder. They don't hit the key ball any harder than they have to get to the next shot.
Exactly.
Now, it helps that they get perfect shape.
Right. Because I mean,
You know, but
it's like the last
it's
podcast when TC was talking. They were talking about some of the pro players like Shane Van Bowen.
Yep.
I mean, this is their job.
Yep.
Like, they practice 6 or 7 hours a day, if not even more.
Yep.
And Shane practices break alone.
Yep.
4 to 5 hours a day.
That's exactly what I was going to say. You're absolutely correct.
Break
And I've never known anybody that would practice break that much, but you got to be honest. It's the most important. It probably is arguably the most important shot. You got to make a ball.
Well,
B, you got to have a plan.
Especially
so.
if you're playing the format thing where you're not playing alternate break.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you're playing winter breaks,
Yep.
and everything, that's a substantial
Huge.
thing,
Yes.
which I think all formats should reverse back and forth for an alternate break. The thing when they actually gives your opponent a chance,
Yes.
especially at a pro level also, because a lot of these pro players, I mean, they're capable of putting a 6-7 pack on a player.
Absolutely, yeah.
I mean, I'll sit there and watch Shane one match alone where he was down 5 racks. 5 racks. I think the match where he was playing Amika Eminem.
Yep.
I think he was down like 6 or 7 racks and came back and won.
Yeah, that's the mental side of it. I always try to. Okay, so the guys on our team, and I know Tommy. It's Tommy's team. It's not my team. But the guys that I know, I always try to teach them. I said, don't think about your screw up. Okay.
Yeah.
Later, you can worry about what you did wrong. Okay. Think about what you're going to do going forward. And I always tell everybody this is going to be stupid, but it reminds me of the old Ted Lasso show. It's be a goldfish. So a lot of the guys on our team will say be a goldfish. You know what? The shot's over. Get over it. Don't let it bother you, and move on to the next shot. And the guys that have adopted that kind of mentality are getting better, you know. And it's not, trust me, it's not easy to do that, you know. There's a lot.
Not.
Yeah.
It's
So
not
you miss shots that you would always make. 10 out of 10 times, 100 out of 100 times you would make it, and you miss it, and it's like, okay, well, that shot's over with. It's there's an older golf guy by the name of Harvey Penick. He actually had a book out called Little Green Book, I think, Little Red Book, whatever. He might have had 2 of them. And
a black book?
He could have had that too. And his comment was, if you hit a bad shot, just don't make another one. So, like, if you hit a ball, you know, over in the woods or just off the fairway and you got a tree in front of you, don't try to be a superhuman and, you know, cut the ball around the tree and up on the green. Take your medicine, put it out in the fairway, and then go from there.
Yeah, chip it out where you can actually get a good shot on it.
Yeah. And because so many people try it. And how often do you go to the range and you try these shots where something's right in front of you? You know, you got to
got a bubble burner, tailor-made bubble burner. You try to drive that ball down the fairway 300 yards or anything. You're not Tiger Woods.
Yep. So, leave it for guys like that, you know.
And you shank it into the woods.
So, exactly. Don't say that. I just finished playing out in Arizona. I didn't have a good round, but I just had surgery on my hand. So, I have an excuse. I've only played 6 rounds this year, so.
So, do we know the accurate count on this?
You know, I want to say.
I'm going to step away for a minute so I can find out
exactly. Did Scott break the last one?
I think so. I think it might be 2-2. But I'm going to step away for a minute so I can find out for sure.
Yeah. I see Jimmy Mossford made a comment. I love Jimmy. Jimmy used to play over at Oliver's a long time ago. Scott's got 5. Get out. Got decent shape, but I don't know. Hit that a little firm. Didn't have to. Let's see what he does here. He's going combo or set? No, he's going combo. He's going to get hooked behind the 8 if he's not careful. Yep. That's all right. Play a little masse around there, maybe nudge the 2 in. What's count?
I'll step away. Count is 2-2
okay.
now in a race to 5.
Yes.
I had to step away for a minute and get the count and everything, plus I heckle Tony Young a little bit.
What happened to Tony Sauer? We could use his commentary, couldn't we? Or is the FCC going to get on us if he gets on the microphone?
Exactly.
Is he banned from microphones?
Just that's kind of a toss-up. You got duct tape.
That's a good shot. There you go. Well, I mean.
Yeah, he's in the back, I think, playing acting with his league, back with his wife.
Is he? Okay.
So he's being a good boy right now.
He is, for a change, huh?
Well, maybe. We don't know what's going on back there.
That's true.
It's hard telling with him.
He's funny as hell. The guy makes me laugh.
Yeah.
I get on Facebook, and I'm like, I had no idea.
Hey, Rick. How we doing, buddy? Ricky Ricardo. How's them pork chops coming along? Grill pork chops tonight or do chicken? That was a good shot, Chris. Chris Hill over there, good shot.
Yep.
See which way it goes.
Very nice. He's still, he's probably.
See, me personally, I'll do the 15, the 14, then come up.
So going 11, 9.
Still not a bad way, whichever way he's going here.
He's actually got they're pretty much out there. So
everything lays out.
Yeah.
Oh, the chops are hanging, huh? That could be a kind of open
What's
scenario,
that?
open question there, open scenario.
Hit that a little too hard, I think. Well, maybe that's his finish ball. So.
But it's never too cold to fire up the grill.
It is never. I just got a new fire pit too the other day. So, but I've got a great grill. I haven't fired up because we've been at the lake a lot. With Tommy actually.
Yeah.
Tommy TC and I.
Got Cumberland.
We did, yes, for 5 months. We rented I believe it's Lisa, Tommy's wife's sister or cousin or whatever, and they just haven't been down there for a couple of years. I think they had a medical thing going on with their husband, and we just happened to, my sister-in-law, Jennifer Jansen, had a conversation with Lisa one night at a party, and we go to a bunch of parties. Literally worked out like that. That was a very nice shot. Got a good angle on a 14.
Now see if he can stun up.
Yep, all you got to do. But he's got to get a, I'm going to say he's got to get a little bit of an angle
that ball
on
up.
the 15.
Be good.
Yeah, that'll work. It's like a right back between the 1 and the 3. Yeah.
2-2 right now.
Yep.
If he gets out this rack, it'd be a 3-2 Chris Hill.
Yep. Chris played very well against me.
Yeah.
He thinks things through too. So.
Well, he got settled in.
Oh,
he was playing a little sketchy there at first.
Yeah. Right.
I don't know if that had anything.
Absolutely.
Well, I'm sorry, I don't know the
No.
You're going to the bar.
I think he was a little nervous.
With the bar guy having a beer thing.
He certainly wanted a beer because I went and got a couple one for me and my friend Matt Dick and came back with him and he goes, I could really use a beer right now. So he was asking me, well, that's a nice out.
So here we go. Chris is up 3-2.
3-2 for Chris.
Got that pull juice.
Yep. Is he up forward? Where did he move that coin? 3.
It should be 3-2.
It should be 3-2. I thought he moved it up close to the side pocket. Anyways, it should be 3-2. So, but anyways, I said, you want a beer? I said, I got an open tab. I'll go get you one. And I'm playing him. He goes, no, I probably shouldn't have a beer. I'm driving tonight. And I'm like, isn't everybody driving tonight?
Yeah.
Just don't drink too many of them.
Exactly. Know your limit.
Yeah.
Know limit and be responsible. Try to get home safe without hurting yourself or hurting anybody else.
Yeah. And then you showed up and he said, give me a beer. It all worked out.
I'll oblige.
It's exactly.
So, Rick, what do you mean it's so cold the chops are hanging? What are the chops hanging on? That's kind of a...
I call the chops.
Yeah, I want to know what the chops are hanging on.
Ricky Ricardo.
That may be a loaded question there. Kind of open the door for everything. But
isn't that what Lucy usually said?
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised what your comment would say.
It's cold the chops are hanging.
Wow. Look at this table here. This is going to be a difficult rack here.
Yeah, everything drifted. So I've noticed that a couple breaks. Actually, Scott had some earlier, and everything drifted to the left. So
I know Chris was saying go 8 and everything, but 8 ball in this break format does not count.
And Jimmy Mosser plays better than okay. Jimmy Mosser posted a note that said Jimmy Mosser plays okay.
Yeah, he plays okay. That's when he posted up there also. So I'll play the 3+1. I was like, no, that's not happening.
That's funny. Man. Oh shit. The old days.
This is a very difficult rack.
Yeah, it's kind of it'll come down to some safes and.
Well, if I'm gonna play anything, I think Scott chose the appropriate line.
Oh, we just pushed it into it.
That just made it even worse.
Yeah, it's not always good. But
I guess it's a 7-3.
Yeah, you got the 7. Probably need to put a little.
I can't tell.
Yeah, he's gonna go low on that.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and get these balls out of the way.
He's taking a 3. It looks like. Yep, he's playing safe. There you go.
Safe.
Smart enough. Look at that.
Smart.
He blocked the 14 block or the. Yeah. Pretty good. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm gonna have to sign off.
I'll try to hold it down.
Yes. Having a good time. I need
somebody comment in here so I can chime in. Come on, guys.
We need to start picking on Tony Sauer just because. Just because it'll get him fired up and he'll show up. So.
Yeah, I need some comments in here so I can chime in.
There you go.
Get some heckling going on.
Right.
Come on, guys.
All right, be right back.
mean, if you get hold of Tommy over, he might step in.
That's good. He's a funny son of a bitch. He's just a. I got this way.
You got that way?
Yep, I think so. For the scaffolding.
Yeah, but like we were saying, everything. This is a very difficult rack with everything being on the right side of the table. I mean, it's gonna be very difficult to maneuver everything out here. So it's gonna be a strategy from here on out. I mean, that was a good shot on Scott's behalf there, but still, I mean, the table is very difficult to actually try to run. So if he gets down the right angle on the 4-ball, I think it's the 4-ball on the upside of the 10, he might be able to play for a breakout there, but still, he does not have an angle to get there. So let's see what Chris does here. I think he's going to probably play the 11 in the top right-hand corner. If he comes there, he may have a combo shot on the 14, 15 maybe? Depends how aggressive he wants to get on this shot. Like I said, it's a very difficult table to maneuver to actually be able to get out. Yeah, opt to play safe. Smart shot. Come on, guys. Let's see some comments coming in here. Yeah, we can even get off subject if you want to. Yeah, I got TC coming back in the booth, so we'll update the scoreboard. Scoreboard update.
Game time.
Yep, there we go. Last score up. Update 3-2. Chris Hill over Scott Deschamp. If I pronounce his last name right. Live. There you go. Anybody else out here as far as watching the live or everything? Are you seeing everything as far as what it should be as far as score and everything else? Can you please comment?
I'm enjoying it.
Here. Let him sit down. Sit over there, get out.
I'm telling stories. We're all telling.
Watch it, she'll put her boobs on the glass.
That's okay. That's what you want when you're here. I wonder if I had a beer left. All right, then. Go back. And we're back. Sorry, we had to pay a couple bills. Commercials, you know, you don't get to see them on
Yeah, we had to let
Facebook.
Rick go for a minute. He had to go pay a bill and they brought the bartender. But Tammy, thank you for chiming in on that. Appreciate that.
There you go.
And yes, Chris played well.
Mm-hmm.
I'm proud of him also. Oh.
I like that.
Like we're saying, this rack is still very hard to maneuver. Trying to see what Scott does.
Yeah, he's going
here.
to do a bust. I don't know how that breakout's going to do, but
I wouldn't. I mean, it's risky. It's very.
Well, he's
risky.
just going to draw in, and I'm not sure the deuce is going to get loose, you know. So
right, it's going to still chime in. I guess I can't tell if that's a 10 ball. 10 ball's still going to lock it up. It's still going to be in the same predicament that it was before.
Looks like it.
I mean, he tried.
He locked it up worse because the 9 ball just nudged over to it. So,
yeah.
Anyways, it is. You know, it was tough, but hey, there we go. Didn't know we had that there. Got the score up there.
Yeah, we had to call Mr. TC Tom
boss.
Russell over here to update everything because I'm not too tech savvy with this over here. I'll try to play around with it and everything. That's
Yeah.
I said, no, I'm not touching it.
He asked me if I was leaving, and I'm like, hell no, I'm having a good time. Got a cold beer. I got my buddy Louie here.
Yeah, this is my first time commentating on this thing. I'm enjoying everything.
Yep.
All about your company.
I agree.
And, of course, all the comments coming in. Of course, the comments kind of down a little bit now. I'm still waiting for Rick Ricardo to chime back in because I want to know where those chops. I want to know where those chops are hanging at.
There you go.
I want to know what he's talking about for his chops are hanging. I wonder if Aaron's done strung him up somewhere.
That's funny.
I know his nickname is Pork Chop, so
there you go.
His chops may be hanging.
Oh my God, Chris Hill is. I think he's banging like a machine. So Scott's got the 3, and no, he's going to cut the 4. He's going to bank the 4. So he's going to bank the 4 and try to come back. Or make his ball. There you go. Yep. And safe. Well, you know.
Well, semi.
Kind of safe, yeah.
So this could be.
Chris has a bit of a mess, but.
Right, this could be very brutal for Scott here if he chooses to play safe and they lock him up down 14-9.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he's probably going to choose to do here. Make him kick.
Leave it.
And he got it. And a little woo.
That was a legal hit, in case y'all didn't hear the woo.
Yeah, a little Ric Flair action going on afterwards.
Exactly. I have a friend who, it's funny because a friend of mine, not funny that he has this, but he has non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. And somehow Ric Flair friended him.
Really?
And,
wow,
he checks in on him all the time.
It is phenomenal.
Yeah. The guy's name is Sean Montgomery, and a great guy. Look at
nice
hit.
Great hit.
Very
Scott.
nice.
Great hit.
I don't like that 3 down on the rail, but still
still
busted
a lot
it
of
pretty
wiggle
good.
room to play with.
Oh, yeah. Well, he's got a ball down there to get to it, too.
Balls up.
Yep.
There really is no.
So, let's see what Chris is coming up with here. I'm not so sure. He's probably going to go.
I was still playing it safe coming on everything, but still, if he plays safe, he gives Scott the 3 ball and plays safety behind the 4 ball.
Yep.
And so it's catch 20 here, either way you go.
Yeah.
Or is he going to push the 8 ball into the bunch?
Yeah, I don't know.
He's massing around. I guess he couldn't see the 10 ball flush.
Really? Oh,
so
well, there you go.
Good hit.
There you go.
Good hit.
Good hit. Deuce is still locked up. And Scott's pretty good.
Yeah, that's still tricky.
Yeah. You play any big tournaments here in the near future, or?
No, probably the biggest one I got coming up. Going to Vegas in February for BCA.
I'll be fun.
Biggest one coming up.
I haven't been to Vegas in like 10 years.
Yeah, I went twice last year.
Is that right?
Yeah, I went to BCA in February and I went for APA in April after I refereed.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it was fun.
That's fantastic shit. See, the camera's still working. That's good.
Yeah. That'd be an aggressive shot. He's trying to go in behind there.
Yeah. I think he's going to try to. He didn't try to make it, obviously. He's just going to try to nudge that.
Right.
I guess it's a 14 ball to a rail. And he's going to make it. Nope. That's a good hit.
Yeah, still good
except
hit.
for the, He's got a shot, but that deuce is.
Still a hard racking maneuver.
Yeah, and I don't know.
With a 2 ball and 9 ball setup.
And I'm not sure how. Well, it is. There you go. He's just going to.
Well, see me, I would probably, my personal preference, I'll probably make that ball.
Mm-hmm.
Be less balls on the table and then come over and play a safety behind the 4 ball.
Yep. Or make 3 and the 4 and then try to, I don't know what you can do,
Well,
you know.
I wouldn't do that, my personal preference thing, because I want to leave myself 1 ball on the table.
Yeah.
because you got one ball on the table.
You can't break it out.
Exactly.
Well,
you're feeding in anything because you got one ball to work with, and one ball to hit in your one ball, the problem ball.
Yeah, an old guy told me one time, he said the first guy to move that is the guy to lose.
Exactly. I mean, you can win your game and lose your game depending on the format, how it lays out.
Yep. Yeah.
But if you at least got 1 or 2 balls left on the table, you still got 2 options to go for versus going for that third option, which could potentially lose you the rack.
Yes.
That's
correct.
Your problem ball. And I learned that the hard way.
Calling a 10 in the corner. And probably going to play safe after that if he slow rolls this.
Well, he could potentially make 10 ball and play safe and get the 2 ball away.
Well,
he just made it more difficult now because I mean, he was playing smart. Like if you play down, like 10 ball, then you push 2 ball out, then it kind of opens your ball.
Yep, that 8 ball moved.
That was a bad hit there. Ooh, bad hit.
Ball in hand. Did you know Tom Russell wakes up with ball in hand?
Well, like a lot of us do. A lot of us wake up with ball in hand.
That's not an FCC thing, is it?
No. This is not,
just a ball.
Maybe
balls.
This is not PG or anything, so we kind of voice what we want to say because, I mean, if Tony's on the podcast and everything, it's open game.
Yep.
Tony's going to be on here, so, I mean, it's open game and everything because we're doing rated pretty much PG and everything when he's pretty much rated R superstar.
Oh, he dropped more F-bombs. For very first podcast, he dropped more F-bombs, and it's like, I'm thinking that, but I'm not. If I'm over the airways, I'm probably not going to do that.
I mean, it's not like we're turning around.
Oh, good lead.
Doing a podcast as far as, say, Federer Gorse playing Tyler Steyer or something like that, where we kind of watch our P's and Q's.
Yep.
But I have watched some podcasts, everything as far as professional level and everything, and I've heard some F-bombs dropped and D-bombs dropped and everything else from different commentators and everything. I'm like, whoops.
Yep.
Because they get so involved in the match.
Yep.
It slips up and comes out. I mean, it happens.
They had a so in the bombing over that Hamas did, just for the record, they had a CNN girl that literally dropped like five F-bombs. She was like, oh.
Are you talking about what's going on in Israel right now?
Yes. Yeah, she was. I think she was very close to the action too.
That is crazy.
Very much so. So he's going to try to nudge that ball down. Can't see if that's the. Is that the 10? I can't tell what's closer to the hole. Play a combo, or is he just going to roll it up?
He's trying to play the combo, but that is risky. That is risky.
It is.
It's very risky. But still, your 9 ball is still going to be in a cluster there.
Yes, it is.
Because you can't play. It don't look like the combo goes. Unless he's trying to push that ball.
I don't know if he can get by it.
Unless he's trying to push that ball down and freeze him on the 2 ball. I mean, but still, that's risky. Even trying to do that.
Yeah, he doesn't need to. I tell you this, he doesn't need to lead the cue ball short and give him a straight in on the deuce.
No. I mean, does he have ball in hand?
He does. That's correct.
I mean, that's very risky.
Yeah, exactly. And I would.
That's very, very risky.
Yeah.
My personal preference, I can't tell what ball it is below the 9 ball.
Yeah.
Take a ball hand below, make that ball, or push that ball out.
Yep.
Give an option, and then come back up in that ball where it's spread out. Yep, just had Tony Young come over and flip me off. So
is that Tony who?
That's Tony Young.
Tony Young. Okay, gotcha. What are these guys named Tony that are?
Yeah, Tony. And he made the combo, but
whoops.
See, that's one reason why I would not have shot that shot.
Should have gone forward. Anyway, I get it. Maybe he didn't.
But like I said, it's all personal preference. What you're comfortable shooting.
Correct. I think he actually was trying to make it too. So
yeah,
been better off if he just kind of pushed some stuff out of the way and
I like coming down below,
and
making that ball come up, and playing safe, and pushing the 2 ball out.
Yep.
Then freezing that cue ball on the next ball.
Yep.
That way, it opens the rack up for you.
Yep.
That's my personal preference.
There goes. That's a tight angle there, but he can get the movement as long as he can get past the deuce. I'm not sure I would do that, but just because then the 2 ball is he hit the 2 ball. Yeah, I think it was bad.
A bad hit. I'm not sure what they're gonna call that.
Let's see, because the two shouldn't have moved that quick. The 2 moved before the other one. So
let's see how they call that. But from our angle here,
I'm gonna say bad hit. There we go.
They agreed on a bad hit.
Yeah, the deuce shouldn't have.
Yeah, exactly.
So sometimes you got these shots that are really close, and if like I played Chris earlier, and it was like if something moves, if the 10 ball moves, then it's a bad hit because there's no way you can do it. And we had that happen in the other night.
Yeah.
And this one guy was arguing another team, and he was like, He's like, that was a good hit. And I'm like, no, it wasn't a good hit.
I mean, yeah,
I'm not trying to be.
I'm just
trying to be a turd. Nice
You
shot.
got some players that really don't know the rules.
I don't think they understand physics either. You know, so. Yeah.
I'm gonna see if I can figure this out. How to maneuver this scoreboard.
There you go.
Stuff here.
There you go. That is
right.
3 and 3, right? You got it. There you go.
Should be 3-3. Hey, I did something phenomenal.
Excellent. This is funny. It's good out there. Yeah, Chris, the mistake he made, I think, was he stopped the cue ball and hooked himself. I think if he had rolled it forward a little bit, you might have had a chance. Even if the ball, the 15, whatever it was, if it had squirted over to the left, he might have had a shot.
He would have had a little more breathing room.
Yeah, and
versus freezing himself with the ball.
Absolutely. So.
I agree.
Make the 9 their combo, huh?
And a little bit tricky shot there.
It was.
Let you talk about the combo before that.
What's in this one right here?
Yeah.
Kyle.
Yeah, from Kyle Arnett.
Kyle. Appreciate you guys' comments, everybody.
Yeah, like everybody's comments. Keep them coming in. Need something to feed off from. Keep on commenting.
So I have a question. Is that really Ricky Ricardo, or is that a log on there?
Well, that's
so, Lucy.
Well, Ricky Ricardo, his alter ego.
Oh, I got you.
Thing. Okay. His actual name is Rick Wilkerson.
Okay, I got you.
Super phenomenal guy, super nice.
Great. Where'd Jimmy Moss go? I haven't heard anything from him for a while.
Jimmy's probably logged off. So last comment he said, so I'll play a 3+1, which I commented, so that's not happening.
Gotcha.
We're supposed to meet up tomorrow night here at Rail Yard. We're going to practice a little bit tomorrow night. Yeah. Since we don't play Napa tomorrow night, we don't start back to the 25th.
Gotcha.
And I think I just seen a ghost walk in. Nope, never mind. I thought it was Joey Kurtzinger. It's not Joey Kurtzinger. I've been asked about Joey Kurtzinger, but nobody's seen or heard from Joey Kurtzinger.
I saw him last Thursday, I think.
Really?
Yeah, I think he showed up at the Fox Den. So, but he wasn't playing or anything. He just probably checking it out, see if anybody wanted to gamble. Yeah, Kurtzinger's a funny guy.
Yes, he is.
He watched me shoot, and he told Tommy, he says he's a 7, and he goes, no, he's not, he's a 5. Then I shot another shot, and he goes, okay, he's a 6.
I think the players are taking a little bit of a break right now, so I think I'm going to step away also. I'll take a little bit of a break myself also.
I hear you.
So I'll be back momentarily.
All right, buddy. Set it anywhere. Here you go. You're taking an alcohol break, potty break, and all that. So Scott's back. Scott will be breaking. He'll probably need to wait until Chris comes back, but I guess he told him not to. And there he goes. Cue ball went flying. Airborne. Let me get that for you guys. And just for the record, Chris Hill is playing barefoot. Okay, in his socks anyway. He's the most comfortable man in the bar. Anyways, we'll let him do what he does. See what happens here. Yeah, we need an angle. There you go. A little better. back quite enough. All he has is a 14, I think. Not the 14, hang on. There you go. 12 ball. Down rail. Gotta be careful of the scratch. Shot. Well, you can make that now. Your team's good. Don't forget, tonight's presentation is sponsored by Miller Lite and Red Bull. In case you were wondering. Hit that one a little hard. Not sure he has a clean shot. Apparently you make it. I think he can get it though. There you go, and don't scratch. He's gonna be behind a 1. Yep. A little firm. What? He's calling it. Okay, he's calling the 8 ball down the corner. It looks like. Oh, I see. He's gonna go long right. Yeah, Boney, I don't think he hit anything. Scott's got his work cut out for him, but he's got 7 and they're wide open, so. Welcome back, Louis Melton.
All right, thank you, sir. I had
Yes.
to go take a little bit of a bathroom break and
No worries.
stop by the bar to grab a refreshing beverage.
I like that. Ice cold Coca-Cola, right?
Yes, ice cold.
I like that. You're a smart man. See, I drink beer.
So we got accurate score. So we got accurate score sitting at 3-3.
Yes, it's still 3-3, and Chris scratched.
Oh,
Got 7 balls here. Got to run 7, and if anybody can do it, Scott can do it.
yeah,
Pretty
Scott
sure.
can do it. I think just got to get down an angle of 7-2.
Yeah.
So which way we want to take first? I mean, yeah, start up table, come down.
Yep.
I mean, like I said, it's still all personal preference. Start down, start
Yep.
top, start low, whichever way you want to start. As far as coming,
Yep.
as far as stringing together your pattern.
5, a little straight on the 5, but
You got a little straight on 5, but if you try to pull the 5 ball here for a stop shot 3 ball leads back into your balls down in the bottom.
yep. He's going to go 3-4 or 4-3. He can go 4-3.
Right. See
I
which
would
way he
think the
goes
3
here.
be his out ball, but I mean, he may get shape on the.
Yeah, me personally, I kind of like the 4 ball being my out ball.
I do too. I like that.
Well, I mean, he's still
Yeah,
fine here, but
he is. Here's the problem:
Yeah,
when you do this,
you're
you
bumping
hit that
balls, you're bumping
7.
balls.
Yeah, when you hit that 7, your cue's gonna glance off.
right,
that.
it's going to glance off the ball.
Okay, he's
It's
taking
still
the right
glanced
ball.
off.
He's taking the right ball. Yeah, I got you. Oh, good.
He hit it good.
Oh,
He hit it good.
Do you call that
He
two
hit it
rail?
good.
Do you call that two rails, 2 titties?
Yeah, he played both sides of
I'm
it.
kidding. He did, didn't he?
He motorboated.
The ball fell, so that's good.
He motorboated it.
There you go.
He did.
That's not bad.
Still good.
Yeah, it's a little tougher than it should be, but.
I mean, see if I can get in a box with one of you guys up here. Y'all let me in the box to play? Y'all box with me? I'll play.
And he missed it.
He missed it.
Yeah.
Pulled it. He pulled the trigger too fast.
That's a huge miss. He didn't really take his time. He usually. So, Scott's very methodical.
He is. He's a very methodical player.
Yeah,
I think he kind of rushed that shot a little bit.
He did.
Took it for granted, which
I think
we all do.
he was probably upset that he didn't get the shape that he wanted, the position that he wanted.
Which those shots like that, we all take them for granted.
Yeah,
we do.
Yeah, we do.
I think there's no way we can miss those shots.
I try not to. And like
and
that,
Chris
Hill is on the hill.
Chris Hill is on the hill.
How about that? There you go.
I'm pretty sure this is for 100.
100, yes,
right?
correct, yes. 100,000.
I wasn't invited into this, so I wouldn't know. I'm in the back room.
I'm not even sure why I was invited, to be honest with you. Although I played well against Chris until, had a 4-2 lead on him. And
I'm still trying to finish my pod, too.
I have actually I've been trying to schedule my second pod.
Well, I had one match scheduled tonight, but my player had been leaving because he had League of Foxdown. So
I got you.
He hasn't been available again. I'll tell you, well, I said we can try either tomorrow or next Tuesday again. I said, just coordinate with me.
Yep.
Let me know because I want to get this knocked out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
So I can play up on the TV table with you guys.
There you go. Well, I have my pods my first is finished, so I'm.
I got my first pod finished. I didn't do too well on it yet.
Yeah. What'd you wind up?
1-1. 1-1.
Okay. So yeah, I finished that one with Chris Moorhead.
I got distracted with a little bit of
heckling. Heckling, it happens.
Talkers. I got distracted, kept talking and everything. Yeah, pool players. Kept talking and talking.
Bastards.
Everything. Yeah, I wasn't playing my game. I kept talking and talking and everything. Wasn't paying attention to my pool game.
Yeah.
Then after the fact, I'm starting to realize after I'm down, and then I lose a right. I was like, what the hell was I doing? Like, oh well, it is what it is. Go on to the next pod. I mean, it's give or take any day. It depends on how the pool guys lay on you.
Absolutely. Depends on how you're playing. Yeah.
Yeah, some days you're feeling good. Some days you're feeling bad. I mean, even days you're feeling bad, everything still miraculously strings together for you.
It does. Look at that.
That was a good shot.
That was a good shot. 15's the trouble problem. He's got the 10, though, doesn't he? Got the 10 ball, and I don't know what he's going to do after that. He's pretty straight on it.
Come on, guys. Make some comments in here.
Yeah.
You're all a bunch of crickets.
Oh, I didn't see the ball down here. I'm sorry. He's got a shot.
He's got a shot. See if it comes up. But still, the 15 balls are still difficult for him.
Yeah, it is.
Good shot.
Hit that a little solid, didn't he? A little firm, eh? They could make that over the corner. Not an easy shot, but.
Come on, Tammy Hill. I know you're watching. I know you're watching your hubby play. Get some comments going here so we can chime in.
Isn't there a quarterback named Ryan Tannehill? I'm kidding. It's Tannehill.
I mean, it's probably I have to Google it.
He's actually the starting quarterback for the Titans. Ryan Tannehill.
Well, I mean, speaking about quarterbacks, talking about football players and everything, it's just funny and ironic how whatever his name is that Taylor Swift's dating now.
Yeah, Kelsey.
Yeah. How he's blew up and everything. He's got commercials now. He's doing this, doing that, and everything.
Something tells me that was kind of not a publicity thing, but I think it was to help both of their
boost.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Because my girlfriend said, "Like, well, who's he?" I was like, "Exactly." I said, nobody knew who he was
unless you follow football, nobody knows who
until he became a Swiftie.
Exactly.
Once he became a Swiftie, and he's swiftly out there.
Yes, he was.
He's out there now. He's got commercials and everything else. Yep. Before that, nobody knew who he was.
And he's a nice shot.
That was a good shot.
Oh, you're kidding me.
Oh, that was a good shot, Chris.
I thought that 4 was going to help it in. Well, I don't know.
Right over rock. Very right over rock.
Scott's fully capable.
Like a hill.
Scott is fully capable of doing that. So that worked out. Got the 1.
Not bad.
Bump the deuce a little, but that's okay.
That's the 4 ball there inside for insurance.
1-7. There you go.
Got the 7 ball up
1,
there.
7, 2, 3. I'm thinking.
I like shooting 7 ball here first.
Yeah, I'm thinking 7 it straight 2, draw back at the 3
Yeah,
and the 8 and the 7. Oh, I forgot he had the 4 ball.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. The 7
That's
ball,
what, ladies and
7 ball,
gentlemen, that's
4
what
ball
beer
down.
does to you, okay?
Well, I'm on the bourbon,
There you go.
but I'm still coherent.
There you go. So he's got
Give
the
me
same.
about 3 or 4 more. It'd be a different story.
He's got the same out, except I didn't see the 4. So
That was a good shot.
it
Good
was.
shot, Scott. Don't be British off the
Yeah,
ball.
he got a
He's
little
good.
jacked up, but it's okay. He can. Well, now
he
he's
can
got some
pocket speed this
decision to
and they
make.
play it
Yeah,
out the
because
corner
he's going to
pocket.
have to.
Unless he tries to come around and get
He's going.
aggressive.
Yeah, he's going to have to come around because that 15's got him blocked on this. Well, I don't
play
think
it
he
soft.
yeah, he can't make it right there. So.
Came around.
There you go.
They get there. 50, 50, 50, 50, 50.
Yeah, he can make that. That's
He
a
can
good
still
ball.
slice that ball over.
Take your time, dude. There you go, right there. He's got it. Solid.
And here we
Good
go.
out.
We got a hill
We get
match.
Scott. We got Hill
We got
now.
a hill match. Here we go.
Solid Hill, and Hill's on the hill. There you go. You got 4 and 4. Save it.
4-4. Here we got a hill match to end the night.
Yep. Which is good because I have to get home.
Yeah.
Actually, I have nothing to do tomorrow but play pool.
Well,
I'm off tomorrow.
I do. I got
so-
my day job.
Oh, there you go. Wednesday's my day off. So.
I'm not off till Friday, which I'm still going to get a hold of Phil Buckler.
Yeah.
And then have some vehicle work done to my vehicle.
Oh yeah. Phil's a great guy. Phil take care
Yes,
of
he
you.
is.
Yeah.
I've got all the parts ordered to come in, so I just need to find a time frame
There you go.
to get it into him.
And we took my wife's car over there. She had a couple of dings in her right front quarter panel and her left rear quarter panel, or left front. I can't remember what it was. Anyway, so she's got some stuff. One of them
Yeah.
was her own fault, which was really nice because normally wives don't admit that. The first one she said she got hit in the parking
girlfriends
lot
don't
at
admit that
Chipotle.
either. Girlfriends
There
don't
you
admit
go.
either.
Exactly.
How'd that happen?
I didn't. I never saw someone must have hit me in a parking lot. That's the way it
Damn
works.
Kroger bass carts.
Exactly. That's a hell of a dent there for a bass cart, isn't it? That's fun.
So here we are. Hill.
Here we go.
Scott Champ breaking
Yep.
for the match. Uh-oh.
He just
got
dro-
loose
he-
the
he
cue
broke
ball.
dry, didn't he?
Got loose the cue ball and
Oh, did
scratched
he
the
scratch?
side pocket.
Okay, I
Yeah,
didn't
he
see it.
scratched the side pocket.
I was
Throw
watching.
his cue
I was
ball.
watching everything else. So
Yeah, I kind of like stripes here.
yeah, I think he dropped one on the break, didn't he? 1, 2,
Well, it
3,
wouldn't matter.
4,
He scratched on the
5,
break,
6.
so
True, and you're not married to it, but looks like Chris is
not
going to
married
take
to it.
solids. Going
He's
to take
gonna
little
take
ones.
solids, which is still not
Yeah,
bad.
they're all out
It's
there.
still maneuverable.
Yep.
They're all maneuverable.
Yeah, 15's kind of locked. It's on the 8, but that's an easy.
Yeah, I mean, it
that's
still
that
goes
big
to the side
of a deal.
pocket, and 8 ball goes to the side pocket also
Yeah, he made the right decision, I think.
from the bottom side of the tail.
Yep.
So let's see how we do. I think the only reason he chose to do solids or anything because the predicament is on the left side of the table as far as the 13-9
Yep.
and the 14 ball. I think that's what it is.
Yep.
That's the reason why he chose what he chose for our solids
Yep.
versus out.
He's just going to.
One of them
Moves
walk
this
over.
one
One of them
along.
walk over with match over until I'm playing double.
Do what?
One of the matches over there. He's winning $100. Wants to see if I could coax him into saying, "Well, double it. I'll play you."
Be nice.
No,
Just say make it worth my while. I'm not trying to be mean. I just.
yeah, I wouldn't do it to her or anything. I know Tammy wants to probably get home to her and everything, so I respect that. I think.
I hear you.
No, Chris is a good guy,
He
but
is.
I wouldn't do that, Tammy. Try to hold him out later, then he should be out.
He didn't get far enough
No, he did
down
not.
on that 5 to get down for the 3, 6, or 4. But
Yeah, he's in
May
a
not
little bit of
kill
a
him.
predicament here. I can't tell
Yeah.
the angle he's
I
got.
mean-
he can reverse spin that ball back over to get the 3 ball. I cannot tell from this angle.
even if you go high, I mean, I don't think it's
Even
coming
camera
down.
angle, I can't pull that angle.
You know who could do that? Tony Chohan could make that and get shape. 'Cause
Oh, yeah.
Tony
I mean,
Chohan's a
Tony
machine.
Good. I mean, Federer, one of those
Federer,
guys.
yeah.
They look
Did
at
you-
it,
did you
look at
hear-
it shoot like it was nothing.
By the way, did you hear Federer accepted the invitation to play for the United States?
Yes, I did. That was
Yeah,
phenomenal. Which I
it's
know
a great.
He's catching a little bit of flack
You know what?
for that. I seen Jason Shaw's post on Facebook today and everything as far as
Whatever.
USA and all this and
Yeah.
that and everything. I said, but I mean, Federer has earned it. Federer has earned it. He's been a United States citizen.
Yep.
Like, he has earned it.
Yep.
I mean, he's did his work. I mean,
He
he did
did.
his work and everything.
He did.
I mean, he's had some hard times as far as
Chris just hooked himself.
doing what he's doing now.
Yes, absolutely.
Him and Christina both.
Yes.
and I applaud them both.
She's a heck of a little pool player too. I say little. I
Hell,
didn't mean to
hell of a
say
little
that.
pool player.
She is a very, very good
I've talked to her
pool
numerous
player.
times,
Yeah.
been here at Rail Yard and everything, trying to coordinate some different things out as far as lessons and everything, as far as my girlfriend and everything. But as far as scheduling, it's hard to do with her schedule, what she's got going on, being out of town so much. I mean, as far as personality and talking to her and Federer both, I mean, phenomenal people.
Federer's
Phenomenal.
Great. Yes,
they are phenomenal.
Can't agree with you more. Yep. Federer's just a very nice, mild-mannered guy that can run racks.
Yes. Yeah. I never had the pleasure of playing him yet, or Christina, as far as the tournament-wise in here now, which I played in a couple open tournaments in here.
Yeah.
But I've never had the pleasure of matching up with either one of them.
Gotcha.
Yet I know my buddy Zach Yarbrough has had the pleasure of matching up against Federer and everything, which I think he won 1 or 2 racks and everything. I mean, that's phenomenal in itself to win 1 or 2 racks against Federer.
Yep, absolutely.
Because Federer is so humble and astronomically phenomenal around the pool table.
Yep.
I mean, his mechanics, his composure.
Yep.
I mean, he is the real deal. I mean, that's why they call him the Russian. You claim the Russian robot. I mean, he is
doesn't
phenomenal.
get rattled. Yes,
absolutely.
phenomenal. Yeah, he's the whole full package. I'll tell you that.
I mean, he's a phenomenal player. I said he's humble about everything, whether he's on the table or off the table. The way he carries himself means a lot.
Yep. You are correct.
He carries himself very well.
Yep. I was going to say he's the anti-Earl Strickland.
Yes.
But
yes.
in more ways than one. I mean, because he's a mild-mannered guy, doesn't raise a whole lot of hell. Earl is Earl. You're absolutely right.
Earl is Earl. We expect what we expect out of Earl.
Yes,
but
you do.
The thing is, anytime we have a match going on, we expect Earl to outrage.
Yes,
we expect it. We expect the cue to be
Absolutely.
broken. We expect the cue to be broken or thrown. I mean, we expect it, and we look forward to it.
Yeah.
And that's Earl.
It is Earl.
But we love that side of him, though.
We do.
I mean, that's what
he's
makes
entertaining.
him.
I'll give him
yes,
that.
He's
yeah,
very
absolutely.
entertaining.
Yeah.
Then, cause I went back and watched a lot of videos for him, and I watched him play up front and personal also.
Nice shot.
Anything gets to him, it gets to him.
It does.
He'll heck up the crowd. He'll heckle the crowd like, well, you looking at me the wrong way. And, I mean, he'll heckle the crowd.
He absolutely does. He's doesn't exactly for a great pool player. He doesn't have a lot of focus.
He makes it very entertaining. Makes the match he's playing very entertaining.
He didn't get it,
but he still manages to play his game while he's doing all this.
He does. Yep. Last time I saw him, he was playing and he looked like he had a cast on.
Well, Earl plays different than any one of us as far as electrical tape and as far as his gloves
so
and everything else he plays. I mean, he plays totally different how we play. Electrical tape around his fingers and everything else, but he makes it work for him.
Yep.
That was a good shot.
Oh, he had a little too.
That was a good shot.
I don't know. You're going to have to force this one.
Force it down 1, 2.
Yeah, exactly. 1,
2 rails back up to the 9
back
ball.
up and hope he doesn't hit it too good.
Or if he chooses to try to pause that ball, trying to bank the 9 ball across corner.
Yep.
It's whatever you're comfortable with here.
A little bit of high right.
Yeah, a little bit of high right.
Well, actually, you know what? You can take that back. You can take that back a little bit. I think you can get the 9 entry.
He could, or he could play strategy.
There you go.
Here,
and he got it.
Yes,
that's why he's at the table. That's why he's playing and I'm not.
Good shot, Scott. Very good shot. I mean, all I'm now do is play pocket speed here and 8 ball side pocket.
Play the 8 aside. Yeah, just stop it.
Yeah, tic-tac-toe.
I mean, even if you go a little far, you go a little too far, you're okay, but he's good.
Yeah, it's tic-tac-toe here. All you do is make the ball.
Yep.
Just take your time and make the ball.
Don't come off that rail too hard, though, because the three's in the way.
Right.
You got to take
We'll got 8 ball side. Just take what you got. Take what leaves you.
Oh, there you go. Look at that. Other side. There you go. Nice.
He got a little aggressive, which is
he
not
did.
bad. Not bad. So he felt comfortable shooting, so everybody's comfortable shooting certain shots in different ways.
He's okay down there because the 3 should help him not scratch.
Well, if he shoots at the pocket speed, I mean, he has really nothing to worry about.
He's probably contemplating going down in the upper left corner. Now he's going there side pocket.
Depends way he's got a bigger pocket.
Yeah,
which me personally, preference. I do the same thing. I shoot
side
pocket.
Game over.
And here we go.
Match over, guys.
Scott the champ.
Yes, sir.
West night 5-4.
Oh shit!
I think